Apple doesn't only sell hardware, we know this. Apple sells a feeling. Now, if you don't buy Apple products, you won't understand that. So the feeling is stability, predictability, polish, and then the sense that you're buying from a grown-up tech choice. AI flips the table because it's a moving target. And the market now expects phones to do things like summarize your world, help you plan, automate tasks, and behave like a personal assistant that's genuinely useful. So when Siri, the most famous assistant on earth, and you have to admit that, looks behind the curve, people notice.
But loads of people I know interacting with Siri, Apple Home, through Apple Home or anything like that. People are like talking to Siri and wanting Siri to do things all the time. There are few voice to text kind of assistants out there that I think were as popular and as successful as Siri was on Apple.
And the thing was, we were asking questions, we still ask questions, and most of the time it's like it can't give you the answer you're looking for, and it says, do you want me to check with ChatGPT, which is quite hilarious.
But it was the same ecosphere that was supporting that hardware. Would you still, would you be happy to sort of do that? And she sort of said, yeah, I'm not with Apple for the phone, I'm not with Apple for the hardware, because there is equally as good hardware now from other providers, but she was in it for the ecosphere. And Siri was integral to that ecosphere that Apple had, because Siri would then let you do calendar updates, reminders, tasks, all sorts of other things. So the fact that he was essentially the overlord of your Apple ecosphere, makes the product what it is and gives it such a hardcore following. So their patience with how the AI market has developed, I think, they can be now sort of forgiven for their previous mistakes of the overhype and the over marketing and the promises that kind of like weren't delivered on the timelines that they thought they would do. But I think the future is looking very good for an updated Siri.